We've known about the key to reducing stress, improving focus, and even healing trauma for thousands of years. Meditation has been practiced across cultures, from ancient India and China to indigenous traditions and mystic Christianity. It isn't just about sitting quietly, it's actually a powerful tool for rewiring the brain, calming the nervous system, and accessing deeper states of awareness. In this video, we'll explore where meditation comes from, how it has evolved over time, and the many forms it takes today, including mindfulness, transcendental meditation, and yogic practices like Kriya Yoga and Kundalini, which I'll cover more deeply in a future video. We'll also dive into what modern neuroscience says about the benefits, and I'll walk you through a basic meditation that you can start using right away. By the end of this video, you'll understand how meditation works, why it's so transformative, and how to begin your own practice with clarity and confidence. Meditation has deep roots across many spiritual traditions. Around 3,000 years ago in ancient India, the earliest mentions appear in the Vedas, where practices like focused attention and breath control were used to transcend the ego and connect with the divine. About 2,500 years ago, Buddhism expanded these ideas through techniques like vipassana, designed to cultivate mindfulness and compassion. In China, Taoist sages around 2,000 years ago practiced meditative stillness to align with the natural flow of the Tao. Even Christian mystics, especially from the 3rd to 15th centuries, engaged in contemplative prayer and silence to commune with God. As these traditions spread over time through trade and spiritual teachers, they evolved and blended. Along the Silk Road over 1,500 years ago, ideas from India and China cross-pollinated. In the Islamic world, Sufi mystics developed meditative poetry and rhythmic chants as early as the 8th century. In medieval European monasteries, monks preserved contemplative techniques that paralleled Eastern practices. In the modern West, meditation began shifting from spiritual to secular over the last 100 years. Thinkers like Alan Watts in the 1950s and the arrival of Maharishi Mahesh Yogi in the 1960s and John Kabat-Zinn in the 1970s helped introduce it to wider audiences. Today, meditation is as close as your phone. What once took years of monastic training is now accessible through mindfulness apps. But whether we're dealing with ancient or modern, the goal remains the same: to quiet the mind, soothe the body, and open the heart. There are many types of meditation, each offering a different doorway into stillness, clarity, or connection. One of the most well-known is mindfulness meditation, often called vipassana, originating in the Buddhist tradition for over 2,500 years ago. It involves simply observing your thoughts, emotions, and bodily sensations as they arise. The goal is not to change or judge them, but to witness them, moment to moment, with calm awareness. It's all about learning to see reality as it is. Then there's concentration meditation, where the mind is trained to focus on a single object. This could be a candle flame, a repeated mantra, or even the breath. Techniques like trataka, which involve gazing at an unmoving point, help to strengthen attention and calm internal chatter. This form of meditation shows up across many traditions, from Hinduism to Christian monasticism. Loving kindness meditation, or metta, comes from the Theravada Buddhist tradition. It involves silently repeating phrases like, "May all beings be happy," gradually extending compassion from yourself to loved ones, strangers, and even those that you struggle with. Studies have shown that it can increase empathy and reduce anger, benefits that are especially needed in today's polarized world. Transcendental meditation, introduced to the West by Maharishi Mahesh Yogi in the 1950s, uses a personalized mantra to guide the mind beyond ordinary thought. Practice for about 15 to 20 minutes twice a day. This technique aims to shift consciousness into a restful, silent state where deep healing can occur. But you don't have to stay still in all types of meditation. There is such thing as movement-based meditation. Practices like yoga, tai chi, and walking meditation allow awareness to flow through the body. These forms are rooted in ancient traditions that understood how breath, posture, and motion can unlock spiritual insight. And if you're curious about advanced yogic practices, in a future video we can explore Kriya Yoga and Kundalini, which are two powerful systems of energy transformation that go far beyond physical flexibility and into the realm of consciousness itself. Science is finally catching up to what spiritual traditions knew already for thousands of years. Meditation can change the mind, the brain, and even the body. Multiple studies have shown that regular meditation can significantly reduce cortisol, which is the primary stress hormone. For example, a 2015 study published on PubMed found that mindfulness meditation reduced serum cortisol in medical students from about 382 to 306 nanomoles per liter. A 2020 meta-analysis confirmed that meditation lowers cortisol, especially in high-stress populations. Another study reported by Neuroscience News in 2021 found that 6 months of meditation practice reduced hair cortisol levels by 25%, providing longer-term evidence of stress reduction. Going beyond stress relief, meditation improves attention span and emotional regulation. A 2015 article in Frontiers in Psychology showed that mindfulness enhances cognitive control, helps regulate emotions, and boosts empathy. A 2022 ERP study on Erziv revealed that even 10 minutes of focused attention practice improved reaction time and accuracy in the Stroop task, which is a common psychological test. Meditation also changes the brain structurally. A groundbreaking study at the Massachusetts General Hospital showed that just 8 weeks of mindfulness-based stress reduction, or MBSR, increased gray matter in areas related to empathy and decision-making, such as the hippocampus, the temporal parietal junction, and the posterior cingulate. A 2020 study on SOHAM meditation found similar gray matter growth in reward processing regions of the brain. Finally, meditation has been linked to recovery from depression, trauma, and addiction. According to a review highlighted by the American Psychological Association and Science Alert, MBSR is especially effective at reducing psychological stress. Other reviews consistently show that meditation supports healing from depression, anxiety, chronic pain, and even substance use. Although other work can be done to improve your life, meditation is a shown, accessible, and transformative practice backed by evidence that supports both mental and physical well-being. Aside from what science is showing us through evidence, the benefits to meditation in ancient times go even deeper than just feeling better. Ancient cultures turned to meditation not simply to feel peace, but to understand the nature of reality and their place within it. Whether it was monks in the Himalayas or sages in the forests of India, people meditated to break through illusions, dissolve the ego, and connect with something greater than themselves. It was a disciplined path towards self-mastery, designed to bring the mind and body into alignment with higher truths. Meditation offered a way to transform that suffering, not just simply escaping that suffering, but transforming it, and to uncover wisdom that cannot be accessed through just ordinary thinking. In Buddhist traditions, meditation was central to the path of liberation. The Buddha himself achieved enlightenment through deep meditation under the Bodhi tree over 2,500 years ago. This wasn't just done for stress relief, it was about breaking free from suffering by transcending attachment, desire, and ego, by letting go of it. In the yogic systems of India, meditation was part of a broader spiritual science. It served to purify the mind and body, awaken dormant energy, and connect with the divine. Ancient texts like the Yoga Sutras describe meditation as a gateway to samadhi, which is a state of union with all existence, pretty much a sense of oneness, a connectedness with all things that exist. This practice continues today in many forms, including Kriya Yoga and Kundalini meditation, which we'll explore more deeply in a future video. Across cultures, people discovered that consistent meditation unlocks deeper levels of self-awareness. It sharpens intuition, cultivates compassion, and helps us see beyond surface identities. Whether in Taoist, Christian, mystical, or Sufi practices, the goal has always been similar: to transcend the ego and live from a higher state of consciousness. Meditation was never just about silence, it was about transformation. Meditation doesn't have to be complicated. It's actually very simple, so let's go ahead and learn how to meditate. To begin, find a quiet space where you can sit comfortably. It could be on a chair, a cushion, or even lying down if that's what works for you. Set a timer for 5 to 10 minutes so you don't have to keep checking the clock. Otherwise, that will defeat the purpose of meditation if you constantly have to interrupt yourself. Close your eyes and bring your attention to your breath. Just notice the feeling of air entering and leaving your body. When thoughts come up, and they will, don't worry, don't fight them. Simply notice them and gently return your focus to your breath. You can also use a simple word or phrase as a mantra. Something like peace or I am can help anchor your attention. When the 5 or 10 or however many minutes pass, the timer will go off and then you will just take a minute to just sit in stillness. Notice how you feel and maybe take a breath of gratitude before moving on with your day. Some people like to experiment with different styles. You can try meditating with your eyes open, counting your breaths, or even going for a slow, mindful walk. The truth is, there is no such thing as bad meditation. I know many people say you should not be thinking about anything, but the truth is, even after years of meditation, some thoughts still might come up. You just have to notice them and then let them pass. I have been meditating for over 5 years and I still have thoughts that come up. Noticing them without judgment can even help you understand yourself more. For instance, if you find yourself replaying a conflict with someone, that might show you where your unresolved emotions live. If your mind drifts to the past or the future, it can reveal what's occupying your subconscious mind. In this way, meditation becomes a mirror, helping you learn more about yourself with every session. So as we've seen throughout this video, meditation has been practiced for thousands of years, across different cultures for a reason. It calms the nervous system, sharpens awareness, and helps you reconnect with yourself. You don't need to subscribe to any belief system or spiritual tradition to experience benefits. All it takes is a few minutes and a willingness to be present. Start small. Even 5 minutes a day can make a huge difference. Stay curious, be patient with yourself, and remember that every session is a chance to grow. And if you want to learn more about psychology, spirituality, and how the world affects you, check out this video right here. Thanks for watching.